welcoming James Demeter of Demeter Amplification today. How you doing, James?
Doing okay.
Good. Thanks for coming out and showing us your new amplifier. Can you tell us a little bit about your amplifier?
The amplifier you've got is the Bass 800D, and it is an 800 watt into 4 ohms. You're using it at 8, obviously, with the combo cabinet there. And it has 450 watts going into that particular cabinet, which is pretty much the rating of the speaker. It is a new design. It's using one tube instead of the more classic version of the VT series, using a few more solid-state drivers, which gives it a little bit more zip to the sound, a little quicker, a little more fast. It also has the inductive deep switch, which the VT series does not have, which adds, particularly when you're in your bedroom and you want to hear some deep bass, you can just flip the switch without scaring the neighbors.
You chose an Eminence neodymium 12-inch driver.
Yes.
For this particular application.
Yes.
How come you went that way?
We tried different ceramic drivers. We also tried Fatale drivers, which were good, but this one seemed to be the winner for this particular combination. And it mated very beautifully with the 5-inch cone tweeter, which I decided to depart from the usual compression driver thing and use something a little more musical and consistent as you go from lows to highs, from cone to cone. And it seemed to work very well, very musical sounding, very natural. It's almost like it's not there, and that's cool, because it's seamless.
Can you tell us about the cabinet design and how that began and how you ended up to where it is now?
Well, we started out, I guess, 2 years ago with just trying to basically kind of clone the original concept, which of course was the Portaflex cabinet. We soon discovered that a cabinet designed for 40 watts will definitely not do well with 400. And so after we blew the top off a few times, we decided we needed to rethink the whole thing. So we came up with a much more original design that basically we chamber the 12-inch speaker, which has the nice advantage that now you've got this storage area underneath your amp that you can put things in and not worry about punching holes in your woofer. It also strengthens the back so it doesn't move back and forth and dissipate power and rattle and cause all sorts of other problems that a Portaflex at 400 watts would certainly have. And finally, we had to have custom designed latches that could withstand the vibrations and actually make it possible to safely move the amp around, because almost every Portaflex I knew of in the old days would eventually break the latches and they'd rattle and cause all sorts of problems. So we had these modified latches from anvil cases, essentially, that hold the thing rock solid.
Can you tell us about the available options for this new combo?
Well, there's 2 options available. You can get this, also as a head, of course, not just as part of the combo. And you can get the head in either a cage style, like you can see on the combo, or you can get it in an amp head, a standard Tolex type of amp head also. We also offer as an option a Jensen output transformer for the DI that basically gives you the advantage of having a microphone level output that's perfectly balanced because it's a transformer, and gives you complete isolation. The standard model comes with a perfectly serviceable direct output also. It just comes out at line level, but both of them sound great. The Jensen just might add a little more flexibility, and if you're doing touring, protects you from all sorts of strange voltages that might be appearing out there, because you would be completely isolated, which is a nice safety factor. Oh, we also offer this in a 400 watt version with the B400D, which is very similar to the amp you have, but it does not have the deep switch in it. But other than that, they're pretty much identical. And it's smaller physically and weighs about 30% less also, if weight's an issue. And it will very adequately power it, although I would say maybe at the deep bass, the 800 might have just a slight edge. But they both sound wonderful, and there is, of course, a considerable cost savings going to the 400.